the last three presidential elections, like what we were choosing between shouldn't be acceptable to anybody. It should not be acceptable. It's a fucking joke. It's
the big money
joke,
in politics.
You got a guy who starts a sentence, and by the time he gets to the end of it, he can't remember what he said in the beginning. And then you have like the biggest con artist ever. And, you know, what about liberals? The last three elections, they didn't let you pick who you were voting for.
That's right.
Bernie Sanders 2 times in a row. They're like, no, f you. Here's the company, man. And then they stick with Mr. Magoo until like 3-4 months out. You know, I don't know.
We cannot say enough how much of a breath of fresh air Bill Burr has been to the left since the onset of the presidential election. Whether he intends to or not, he frequently communicates populist, progressive values to an audience that would greatly benefit from advocating for the same values and policies.
And I've gotten to the point, not only do I not watch politics anymore, I'm starting to pull back from sports because now they're all involved in just like they're all we're entertainment leagues. You can pay college players, and now I saw some billionaire going this is a tremendous opportunity. Like these college teams are going to be for sale. It's just like, do you have to fucking own everything?
I know.
Do you have to fucking own everything? Why can't you just? And then what? If they're going to move Alabama to Memphis if they don't give them a new fucking stadium like they do at a pro level? It's like you can't get away. You can't get away. That's what I hate is you cannot, like, where is my escape from all of this?
There's no true escape because virtually every single one of our institutions and corporations, including sports leagues, the media, retail stores, restaurants, etc., have all been sold off to the highest bidder and reduced to mechanisms to make the rich even richer.
Like I'm watching like the World Series, and in the middle of it, they had this stand up for cancer, and everybody stands up sad, holding these signs, and everybody knows somebody that dies of cancer, but nobody brings up that our food supply is totally fucking poison. And then if you sit there going like, can I just watch a fucking baseball game without being reminded that corporations are killing their own countrymen, and nobody's going to do or say anything about it? But if you stand at a baseball game with tears in your eyes, like the Indian with the pollution when I was a kid, which they also did nothing about, like I'm supposed to somehow feel better. It's annoying.
Burr brilliantly captures the frustrations that the vast majority of Americans are feeling despite his class interests telling him to advocate for the opposite of what he just said. But as you probably expected, Burr's focus on calling out the underlying corruption destroying our country and the ruling class's role in facilitating said destruction has offended the right-wing media ecosystem, especially in the wake of Bill Burr's recent Jimmy Kimmel appearance, where he said this about the Los Angeles wildfires, quote, "I think everyone did a great job, unlike the internet. Oh my God, all of these fire experts. Why don't you just fly a helicopter into the ocean? F it, I don't know, because there's 100-knot winds. You want to do that? You want to do that at night? You effing lunatic." This was definitely mismanaged. Like some idiot on the internet knows how to manage the worst fire in LA. Sitting there in his underwear, continuing to take aim at right-wingers. Burr went further, saying, "I love how all the chatter out there is about bans of illegal immigrants and homeless people lighting fires. They're lighting fires every day. They live outside. They're effing cold." And speaking on insurance companies reportedly pulling coverage out of the affected areas, Burr said, "They're talking about looting, but CNN and Fox News are not going to bring up the insurance companies that are just going to keep everyone's premiums and still give themselves a bonus. Free Luigi," causing Kimmel to be even more nervous than he already was throughout Burr's rant. While it's obvious that there were failures at all levels throughout the response to the LA wildfires, firefighters and other first responders are doing the best they can given the circumstances they're working under and should be celebrated for the work they're doing. But as soon as you speak out against the rich and powerful and tell a couple of jokes that challenge the perspective of some of the worst people online, they circle in and attack.